welcome everybody to the second podcast. Your host for today, it's me, Jacob. I'm with one of the boys.
Hey, how you doing? It's your buddy Professor KB. That is me. So what's on your mind today, my boy?
best way to do it. Today we're gonna be talking about theme parks.
Ooh.
That could be between Disney theme parks, Universal, Busch Gardens, that sort of thing. Any theme parks that we've ever been to, if we've known it, which one's our favorite, any funny experiences. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a few stories about like some dope theme parks.
Go for it.
Like one, Six Flags in Georgia.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I was there for a family reunion, and one of the activities for like all the cousins to like bond and get together was Six Flags. We went on this one roller coaster that was so fast. I don't even remember the name. I just remember that it was fast. And there's a portion of it to where it's like a hill or something like that.
Oh, I think I know which one it might be.
If it was going at a speed to where when we got to that hill, it felt like my soul left my body for like that's how fast this thing was going, and I'm like, I'm not going on that again. Now, mind you, I love roller coasters. I love the adrenaline, like just the fast pace, whatever, right? So I'm thinking, okay. I'm thinking I can't go that bad. I've been to Disney. I've done rock and roller coaster, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was faster than that.
Because like Six Flags is basically roller coaster porn at that point.
Pretty much. And it's me, my sister, and some other cousins, and we're on this roller coaster. We felt like the thing went off the tracks. Oof. That's how fast it was going.
No, I would never get on that damn thing.
No, the thing is, when you've never been, you try everything.
That's true. But if you were to take me to Six Flags, I would literally go to every roller coaster, look at all of them, and just go, all right. So I'll see you guys in the food court then.
Yeah.
So Six Flags for me is not for me for a fact. If you were to tell me like that's a bucket list, I'm never doing it.
I know it's not.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, but at the same time, you also have to consider the fact that each theme park has a literal theme to it, like it's in the name theme park.
Yeah.
But for me, Busch Gardens, the second time I went, was disappointing.
That is one on my bucket list that I want to see like how it is, because I do want to do like the cheetah ride that they have.
Oh no, the rides are A1A. I'm saying the actual theming
it just sucks.
It's disappointing.
Oof. Like even more disappointing than Legoland?
Yeah.
Damn, that says something.
Yeah. And here's why I say that. Busch Gardens is supposed to be like safari, like...
Yeah, it's like Animal Kingdom times 10.
Kind of, yeah. The first part of it is like North Africa, so the Maghreb, so like Morocco, Algeria, Egypt. Because when you go into the souvenir shops, the souvenirs are nice. That's not why I'm saying the theme is kind of like... meh.
It's just like some parts of the theme is just kind of like mid.
Yeah, but also, I know it's an American theme park, but if part of your theme park is the theme of North Africa,
yeah,
because the signs are in French and in Arabic. If you look at them, they're in French at the top, Arabic at the bottom, or sometimes reversed.
Yeah,
you would think, okay, since we have a theme of North Africa, they should have done what Disney did at the time, which was you invite people from those countries, taste how they cook the food, and you give it to the local populace to enjoy it because it's in tune with the theme.
Yeah.
The problem with Busch Gardens is that even though it is a North African / Australian theme, all the food is American.
That's like fucking going to Epcot and all the eccentric cuisines and all that shit. It's like you go to the Japanese part of Epcot and they just give you bowl noodles that they just bought from Publix.
Exactly.
And they just say, here you go. Wait, are you supposed to be like speaking in Japanese? Oh, I'm sorry. Here you go. That's it. Because for speaking of like theme parks, Busch Gardens is definitely one of them. The one theme park that I went to when I was a kid, my very first theme park, was Universal.
Really?
It was my first Universal theme park. I've been to Magic Kingdom and I've been to Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Back in the day when they had
it was called MGM Studios at the time.
If any of you guys are out there,
anyone who's old enough to remember this,
any late 90s, early 2000s kids, you might know that Hollywood Studios was MGM. Plot twist for all the kids going to Hollywood Studios nowadays. It used to be called MGM.
Yep.
But that's where they had like the usual thing that they had before the Star Wars land and all that.
They had a Star Wars section. That's just it.
Yeah, Star Tours. They still have it.
Oh yeah, they still have it. Like it's fun, but it's funny because when you like, there are videos of them like when they're doing like the live action like the onstage performance. Yeah. There's a kid going crazy with Darth Vader. It's hilarious.
I've seen that.
It's video. Hilarious. I'm like, yo.
I was surprised that the kid didn't start doing like the Hayden Christensen movements of the lightsaber. I'll be like, whoa, dude. Back up, Vader. Back up. This dude's actually been practicing for this day. He's waiting for you to die.
He is no longer a Padawan.
This motherfucker's in level 3.
He's a knight now.
Motherfucker became a Super Saiyan in 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
I'll have what he's drinking.
Oh yeah. But
I've never seen the blue milk, dude. I want some.
I've never tried that, but apparently
it's really fucking good. I went there like I think last year to because I had my family. They'd never been to the Star Wars land, and I was like, all right, let's go. Tried blue milk. It is literally. I think it was like milk that they actually have it, and they dye it with like I think a food coloring or whatnot.
That's it.
I think so. I know there's probably more ingredients to it, but it's really fucking good. That and the green milk is actually really good.
Okay.
I definitely recommend it for like if you just want to like try it. It's like a smoothie type. Like you can drink it. It feels cold and it tastes good essentially.
Okay.
Like it's like a shake. It's like a shake in a way.
When if I ever get the chance,
like you literally can't miss. The moment you go into the Star Wars and you just ask like any of the employees, where can I get blue milk? They will instantly tell you. Go over there, make a little left. You'll literally see a gigantic bowl of blue or green milk. Yeah. I think it's like around like $18. I think it's like $18 or $8. I think it was like pretty cheap.
I'm thinking
like 15 maybe.
I'd rather think $8 than 18.
I think it was $8 because I like looked at it and I was like, oh, I don't even need to use the gift card. I could just use my regular card then. Fuck it.
But yeah, the other side of that story is like, I feel like with theme parks, if you're going to open up a theme park, be in tune with the theme.
I would say yeah. Like if you're gonna build a theme park, yeah,
be in tune with the theme, because if you're not, it destroys the experience. Because that's how I got into this. That's how I got into some of the other things that I'm interested in, like cultures, languages, whatever. Yeah. Because I went to Epcot first.
Yeah, that in my opinion for culture and like trying to feel like, oh, is this how it is like in this country? Yeah, go to Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot.
They narrowed it down because they asked every single country. We're making this world that is basically every single country, like everyone's walking around the entire globe. Is this correct? Is this right? They literally like got people from those countries and said, you need to come down to Florida.
Disney has a habit of doing that, and that's what a lot of other theme parks need to do if the theme of your park is not American based.
That's what I loved about Epcot, because when I went there I went to because I wanted to try Cosmic Rewind, which I'm gonna talk about that one. That one became my new favorite. I'm definitely gonna try again this year, hopefully to go back again. But there was there was Cosmic Rewind and the Ratatouille ride that I want to do it. Okay. So I go there and I love how they have the layout, because they have this huge circular lake in the middle, and then everything around there is different parts of the country. It's so damn good, because a lot of people. Because I understand why people would be like, oh, Epcot's like pretty boring, like you don't do a lot of things. Dude, go to Animal Kingdom, spend one fucking day in there, and you're like, okay, well, I did Avatar, I did the Safari, I did Mount Everest. I'm kind of bored now. That's it.
Animal Kingdom is literally if you like nature.
It's if you like nature, and if you really just want to spend the whole day in the Avatar ride.
That, but also, so the food in Animal Kingdom, it slaps. It does.
I would have to try the best ones, because I've only been there like a few times. I've not tried those good. The ones that I've tried in Epcot.
Oh yeah, it slaps.
I think it was in Italy that we went to. We went to the section of Italy. We had espresso. We had cannolis. Dude, they fucking nailed it.
Of course.
They nailed it.
Because you have actual Italians making the espresso in the kitchen.
Well, yeah.
I mean, listen.
Not to mention, like, me and my mom, she's Italian. I'm part Italian. I looked at that and I was like, Mom, is this approval? She's like, yeah. That's how cannolis are made. I'm like,
that's how it's supposed to taste.
The cream and the cream, dude. The cream, they nailed it.
That's the chocolate, the outer part.
You basically have to have the cream in the inside of the. I just said it. In the
shell.
In the shell. I was trying to remember like what the whole thing was called. I literally just said it. Cannoli. But yeah, in part of the shell, it's not just it's like a little bit of like cream and that's pretty much it. I just put vanilla. No, it's a specific type. You need to get it right, and you have to put little. It's like the chocolates that you would use like for cookies, essentially. Like you have to put it.
It's dark chocolate. It's not. It's
really
not,
do
because the outer shell of the cannoli has like a cinnamon like flavor, and it dark and cinnamon usually goes good with dark chocolate.
It really does, especially if you have it like a little bit, like literally coming out from the freezer a little bit. Like you let it cool down for a bit in the fridge.
Yes.
Oh, that shit's gonna slap. That's gonna be an ice cream at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That with a little bit of espresso.
Dude, I fucking had it without the espresso and it was still fucking delicious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I feel like if you're going to, if the theme is an international culture, have people from there.
You gotta.
You have to. But, because for me, when I think the first time I went to Epcot, when I was like 7 or 8, I went to Japan first. And then they had like the ramen, it was like, get your name in Japanese. That was cool to me.
They also had like the guy in the front literally doing the fucking moves in the fryer. Like that's fucking awesome.
It's awesome. Plus the architecture is spot on.
I've walked, because here's the thing, when like I hate that we ate before going there because I really want to try like their version of ramen. Because I've tried ramen like here, like in some like little like areas that you go to if you know the areas. There's like some little Japanese shops that they have some really good ramen. The ones by like Sunset, they have some pretty good ramen.
They do.
And I wanted to go try their ramen in Epcot, but I was like, nah, we just ate the cannolis. I walked around the whole entire landscape, and I'm like, dude, if I had to blank out for a little bit and just pretend that I'm in Japan, like one little area, yeah, I'm there. I feel like I'm in a little bit in Japan. I'm seeing like the little towers. I'm seeing like the little like the inside of it. They actually look like they do like clean it like the way that Japanese
people
cleaned it back in the day.
Yeah, and the thing is, the ambiance is what catches people's attention.
Yeah. Because
for each section, because I heard they added a section. I think they added
Norway. They added Norway. Yeah.
I could have sworn they added Mexico, but
no, Mexico I think was always there. I might be wrong, but I think Mexico was always probably there. But Norway's the new one that they added when they did Frozen.
Mexico was not there originally. At least from what I'm remembering, like the last time I was there, Mexico was not always there. I think you're right. Yeah, because it was always Italy, Japan, China, France, Morocco.
Then they added a few more later on.
Now
they have Norway. They have I think they have Hawaii because of Moana. There's like a little area of Moana that they have, but it's not Hawaii. I think.
So like Polynesia.
They have a Polynesian culture. They want to add more. They want to bring in Encanto. So they want to bring in, I think it's Colombia. They want to bring in Colombia. So I'm like, all right, it's a cool idea. You want to bring in the Casa Grande. You want to bring their house in, and you want to Casa Madrigal. I'm sorry, Casa Grande. I'll confuse it with another fucking show.
Yeah.
But before getting on that topic, the whole thing was when I went to because when I went to Disney, I went there I was about 7 or 8, and I was like, okay, I always went to Disney. I've never been to Universal. So one day I told my parents that, and they were like, all right. I became 10 years old at the time. My aunt surprised me. She says, I have bought you tickets to Universal. I look at her and I was like, so when do we leave? She's like, you leave tomorrow. You will be gone for 4 days.
Woo!
We're going to Orlando. So we drive. We drive there. We go. I'm 10 years old, and the Simpsons ride came out 1 month. I think it...
After or before?
It was after. So basically, I go in the perfect timing of the Simpsons being popular. This is before the whole Simpsons world was built. This was just the ride itself. So I went there when it was freshly new. Oh yeah, I was one of the people. And the thing is, when we walked in, you're like, oh, there's probably not gonna be a line. No, there wasn't, because we had like fast passes. We can go through, and we skipped a mountain.
Of course.
Of lines.
Oh yeah, fast passes are a gift if you're going, depending on the park you're going to. But
I mean, because we what happened was, obviously I went in there, best fucking ride of my life. Went there a few years ago. Still one of my favorite fucking rides of all time. It's fucking one of the best. It's The Simpsons. If you're a fan of The Simpsons, you're gonna love the damn ride. But the one that traumatized me was The Mummy. Funny enough.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old, and I was, like, super into The Mummy. I remember seeing the classic Brendan Fraser movie, and I was like, oh, I love this movie. It's probably going to be, like, like a speed ride. It's not going to have, like, drops. It's probably going to have, like, slide and whatnot.
It was very slow, wasn't it?
Oh, my naive brain when I found out this shit was a roller coaster. Because the title of it is called The Mummy, The Ride. My dumb brain thought, ride. Oh, it's probably going to be like, like Men in Black. The chairs are going to move. It's going to be like The Simpsons. It's going to be a simulation or some shit. Yeah. It's going to be like Spider-Man. The moment we get on the ride, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I love it. I think it used to be, from my memory, if my memory is correct, the entrance was that you entered a museum at first, and then when you get in deeper, you get into the archaeological piece that they all found, and you're slowly getting in deeper.
And then they show, like, the backstory and whatnot.
Yeah, they show you, like, the whole backstory, and then later on they started adding the Brendan Fraser, like, it's all now a set, but I went in, we go to the ride parts, and, they have, like, the ride vehicles. They have two of them. It used to be two, not one. Now they have, like, just one ride vehicle, and, like, by the time you climb up the stairs, you're already there. But they have two ride vehicles, one on this side, one on the other side. So, if you're fast pass, you're going on the other one. If you're going on a regular, you're going on the other one. Uh-huh. We had fast pass, we're going on the one on the left.
Yep.
We go in, we get in the front. My dumb brain said, yes, we're the first ones to see this. Oh, boy. I've seen trailers of when the ride came out. I thought like the skeletons were going to like pop out and like, Imhotep was going to like show his face. I was like, I was prepared for that. That's why I thought it was a kid ride. I was like, oh, this is going to be like, you got to be a teenager to be in here. This is so cool. Moment that it starts, I'm hearing screams automatically. So I start going. The whole part where the Imhotep happens, the fire, and I'm like, whoa, like I'm a little bit like scared. But again, I'm 10 years old. Of course, I'm gonna be a little bit scared. I'm still amazed by it all. I'm like, wow, this is so cool.
You're still excited, but it's like, but it's like, oh, what am I in for now?
I'm still afraid. I keep on hearing screams, and I'm like, oh, it's probably just because of this. Out of nowhere, it then comes to the part where he says, like, choose or your soul belongs to me. We go to the wall, the Beatles all come out, and then all of a sudden, when he says, I think it was like different tracks that they had at some, again, 10-year-old me versus me now.
Yeah.
But from what I can remember as a 10-year-old was that the moment that we go this way, we dropped, I think, 5 or 7. It felt really like a steep drop. Moment we dropped, I went, fudge! Ah! Again, I couldn't curse at the time. I was scared out of my balls, dude. I was terrified. I had to close my eyes. Not only in the front, it was on the left. I was in the middle of the front, dude. My mom was on one side she was on the left side. My dad was on the right. And 2 other random people next to them. I'm grabbing my mom's arm. A 10-year-old is grabbing her arm for dear life. Ride's finally over. Or so you think. It's like the fake out thing.
Oh,
that happens. Another fucking drop. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like freaking out. I'm screaming. Literally the photo of that experience is still in a scrapbook that we have. And I hate that I didn't bring it, but you can see the fear of God in my eyes. I am grabbing my mom's arm. I see it like that, and we're all like laughing. I look at my dad, and I'm like, "You never said it was a roller coaster." And he looks at me and says the most honest dad thing. I never knew either. And he looks at me like, I'm not even joking. I didn't know it was a roller coaster either. Because it was their first time in Universal. They haven't been there in years. The last time they were there was the Back to the Future ride.
Oh.
So my dad literally forgot that there was a roller coaster. And he would probably tell you, like, no, I didn't forget. Like, I was just messing with my son. Like, I wanted him to do the ride. Now, mind you, I went there years later. Literally 10 years later. Now as a 20-year-old, literally 20, I think I was like 25 at the time.
25, okay.
So this was probably like around like last year. No, 24 actually. I was 24. Still fresh in my head. I go there. I go there with an ex. We get on the ride. It's like God was fucking with me. Because we go in the month of November.
Hey.
Thanksgiving already passed. So I'm like, okay, so my birthday already passed. I'm 24 now. It's like God looked at me and said, I'm going to make you relive this fucking trauma again because you want to tempt me. So I go on the money because I'm like, okay, as an adult, the ride's probably going to feel different because I'm an adult now. It's probably going to feel different. I go on the ride.
It felt the same, didn't it?
Here's the thing.
It wasn't a roller coaster.
The ride vehicle comes in. I fucking would laugh if it's like, oh, it's like a little steep drop. Oh, okay. So like it's like a little inch drop. That's it. I go in, ride vehicle comes in. It's only one ride vehicle. And there's like a little bit of like more work that they've done. Like they remodeled it and I'm like, wow, now it's more like a set. Like you're actually part of the movie. That's actually really cool. Mm-hmm. I get in the ride vehicle and I'm in the fucking front. Again. Not just the front, in the same damn chair. I shit you not. It was perfect timing.
You gotta be, it all comes full circle now.
Literally, I was like, 10 years later, my old nemesis, you're here to fucking screw me over again. This time I'm ready for you. Because if I love Space Mountain, you are nothing to me. The moment we get on the ride. Space Mountain's become, that's another topic
that's a whole other story. Listen, I got stories about that.
No, we're going to get to that. This is theme parks. The theme is theme parks today, so we're going to get into those. But
yeah,
I get into it. Everything's the exact same. I've seen videos of this now, so I'm preparing myself. I'm like, I know there's a drop at some point. Here's the new part that they added that I did not see.
It's a loop, isn't it?
There's a no, thank God. So here's the thing. Whole thing happens the exact same way. Emo tab, you go into the intersection, and this time, when you go on this section, there's a hidden track. For some of you guys that are probably like, roller coaster experts, the hidden track is essentially where it's like a loop. It's sort of like a movable track where essentially you're going, let's say, to the left and you stop and you're going to go backwards. The track that you walked with turns over and it turns into a new track now. They do it in Harry Potter for Hagrid. They do it. It's fucking cool when you find out how they do it.
I think I've heard that
It's really awesome how they do it. So like what they do is that right when we go into the left, the old track for the left side, we go into the left, we go into the screen. When the leeches start to form, the track is now switched to take us backwards. And I'm not just saying backwards like a line. No, backwards, and there's a mini drop. Like I'm guessing 4-foot drop. A little 4-foot drop going backwards. You go backwards, you stop in the middle of a very dark room with Emotep in the screen. And the ride vehicle is in a Gertie that actually does a whole 360. And you're probably thinking, well, where the fuck is the drop? It's kind of like the Hulk, because it launches you into the drop. So it basically says, it starts a little slowly, it goes up. I see this. I'm looking at my ex and I'm going, let's fucking go, man. Come on, like a bandage, rip it off already. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. The moment he says, your souls are mine, and opens his mouth, it goes full fucking speed. Like, mind you, we're halfway to the top. This is like a really long top. Mm-hmm. We're going really slow, and then stops. Because when it goes really slow, it stops for 3 seconds, and then it goes really speed. The moment he says, your souls are mine, you drop, twist, turns. I'm closing my eyes at first. I'm not enjoying it at first. I'm like, I'm reliving the trauma. Ride stops. It's the fake out thing. And then when he drops again, I actually, fuck it. I'm going to open my eyes this time. Because while we were dropping the first time, I was opening my eyes half the time. And I was like, okay, come on. You got to open your eyes. You really got to see how cool this is. The moment I opened my eyes, I saw the whole damn thing and said, this is actually pretty fucking cool. Why did I hate this? This is actually fucking cool.
I mean, you were 10 at the time. I didn't... Fair enough,
but
right?
Now you see it and you're like, wow, 10-year-old me, what a pussy, bro. What a puss. You didn't fucking last that shit. Yeah. When the ride was over, my ex is like, you want to do it again? I'm like, all right, hold on now. Just because I said it looked cool doesn't mean I'm going to go through that shit again. Hold on now. Because what killed me was the eject.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is what caused me not to do it again.
The eject, honestly, when they remodel the rides.
The launch, dude.
The launch, when they remodel the rides, they get creative with a lot of stuff.
Hulk, the Incredible Hulk is Exhibit A.
Bro, I'm telling you, because I have done Tower of Terror so many times at Disney.
Same, bro.
The first and only time that I ever rode.
The Tower of Terror or the Hulk?
The Hulk.
Oh.
I rode Tower of Terror so
I am a man who sits before you, never, ever touched it. Never went on this monstrosity. And never will.
My thing is, the first time I went on the Hulk, I wasn't phased by it at first.
You weren't phased by like the launch, the loop-de-loops, and any of that shit?
The loops, no. The launch.
Oh.
The launch is what got me.
It always gets somebody.
The launch is what... My soul left my body for like a second. I swear to God.
You went out of it for a minute?
For literally 5 seconds. And I'm like... But I came off...
Hate that shit.
No, I came out happy. I'm like...
Well, yeah, for every person is different.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, for me, because I've done things like Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coasters, Space Mountain... Because Tower of Terror is literally you going up and then right back down.
It's literally like, oh, you like dropping? All right, get on a fucking elevator where you drop 3, 4, maybe even 5 times.
Maybe 4 or 5 stories in there. But the thing is, the G-force has you screwed. The G-force is like, you go up, you slightly...
Oh, no, I've experienced the Twilight actualness of it. I've experienced some phenomenon.
It's a crazy thing to think about because... You're going up and you're slowly lifted up out of the chair and then it goes back down and you're like...
Here's the thing. When I freaking did it, we had a family member come visit us. She's never done it. When I was around 8, said I would love to do it when I get older. I was 15. I was able to do it. It was a dream of mine. I knew it goes down. I knew it. But I said, my mom has ridden this. My uncle has ridden this. This is a rite of passage. I am taking this as if it's a rite of passage to see if I'm worthy. Moment I get on that ride, I'm like, oh, but wait, I need to go to... Now, look, I was nervous, but I'm like, look, with my family, they give me courage. I can do it. I'm 15. I can do this.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, damn it. all I was missing was a little black marker to just draw a little mustache, a fake mustache. I'm a man now. But no, I get on, and then out of nowhere, I'm like, all right, we're going to do this. I'm like, oh, crap, I need to use the restroom. Here's the thing. We already passed the section of the explanation, the story. We're now in the section where you're in the line to get into the elevator, where that's going to take you to the Twilight Zone.
And then it's trippy with all the illusions.
Exactly. Yeah. The moment that we're in the line, we're about to be called. I look at my parents and I tell my mom, I was like, Mom, I swear to God, I do want to do this right. This is not a debate to get me out. I'm not making this up. I need to use the restroom. Is there any way that we can come right back online or Dad comes with me so that we don't lose our place or something? She's like, okay, we'll ask the guy if he can let us just stand by the corner and you can just go use the restroom. I'm like, okay, let's do that. We go in. It's like her and me forgot. And then out of nowhere, mind you, I still have to use the restroom. I'm holding it in.
Yeah.
We're sitting down. I'm in the fucking front.
Again, what's up with the front?
I think it's it's a good experience. I'm kind of glad that I was in the front, to be honest. I'm kind of glad that I was in the front, not in the back. But... Because, the back is the cage. The little cage area. I would be more terrified of being with the cage in my back than being in the front. At least in the front, I have the chair behind me. So I know that it's not going to be too fucking intense. Right. I don't feel like I'm actually going to come out of the ride.
Right.
If I'm in the back with the cage part of it, I would literally feel like I'm coming out of the ride. It would be horrifyingly scary.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But, I was in the front, and I was on the edge part of I think it was the left side. Oh yeah, and my family member, she, my cousin, she was next to me. No, she was on the edge. I was next to her. There was a little girl next to me and her dad. And I'm like, okay, my mom and dad, they're on the right side. They're on a totally different section. We're fastening our seatbelts, and then out of nowhere I realized, the seatbelt seems to be
a little warm.
No. The seatbelt is actually a little bit too not adjusted to my body. I can't fully adjust it. I can still feel like I can fly off. When the guy's asking any questions or comments, I want to raise my hand and say, dude, my seatbelt is not fully fastened. I want this shit to fully keep me in the chair. He's like, oh, too late. And he drops the thing. I'm like, oh, I'm going to die. This is how I die. I die at age 15.
You didn't fly up out of the thing, did you?
Here's the thing about someone being really skinny. You get to experience shit that no other person probably can.
I figured that.
The moment it says you are into the Twilight Zone, the windows the door to the Twilight Zone open. Everything is pitch black. The moment that door closes, we drop a few feet. I feel my body no longer in my chair. I have to grab the chair and force myself to sit down.
Oh, yeah.
Moment we go back up, we're like in the second part, because we had 3 drops. This is the second part. A very heavier drop. We drop. We stop. We go all the way up. And I'm closing my eyes halfway through. The moment that it opens, I'm like looking around, I'm like, oh wow, it's Hollywood Studios. It actually looks pretty cool. Oh wait, no, we're still on the freaking ride. Moment it drops. We don't just drop a few feet and that's it, like a little bungee. We drop the whole freaking thing.
Like 4 stories down, I think.
I've had people tell me, when you have that drop, hold on. Because you are not going to stop. You are going to fully drop as if you died.
Oh, yeah.
Moment that all happens. You remember that I told you how to use the restroom?
Yeah.
Not anymore. No. I didn't even wet myself. That's the weird thing. My pants were dry. So, like, did my brain just manifestly, did the ghost, like, take out my urine and just fade it away from my pants? How do I not want to use the bathroom now and my pants are dry? How is this happening?
Placebo effect.
I literally think I was like my body was going to fight or flight mode. Is that why I didn't want to use the restroom?
Probably shocked.
Like after an hour or two, like I did have to use the restroom. I'm like, oh thank God, my bladder's not having an issue. Thank God. No, never again. I rode that fucking ride. I'm not gonna ride that at age of 20 or 30 or 40. I'm never gonna step foot in Tower of Terror ever again, because I'm telling you this. It not only traumatized me, my legs couldn't get out of the chair. And we had a wheelchair because, like, you know, my dad couldn't walk at the time. He couldn't, like, walk. Because, like, we were doing, like, a thing, like, where, like, not that he couldn't walk. In actuality, we got the wheelchair to, like, skip the line a little bit. Mm-hmm. I know it's horrible for us to do. Like, again, this was back in the late 2000s. It was a normal thing. We don't do that anymore. But we had that wheelchair there. I'm like, I think we had that wheelchair for a reason. My dad's like, so, like, can you get up? I'm like, I almost started crying because I'm like, I can't feel my legs. I can't get up. Why can't I get up? Am I paralyzed? Why can't I get up? My parents pick me up. Like, they try to help me out. They're like, no, like, they're like, for real, can you get up? I'm like, I'm still alive. I just can't feel my fucking legs. The moment I get in that wheelchair, I couldn't feel jack shit for like an entire 2 or 3 minutes. I just couldn't feel shit. The moment we get to Rock and Roller Coaster, my dad and my cousin are both going to get on.
Yep.
I choose to not, and I sit with my mom. 5 minutes later, my legs start to work again. I'm like, Mom, is this normal? She's like, for first time people doing Tower of Terror? Yeah. You just had a really heavy trauma.
It's probably...
It's normal.
Like, honestly, I feel like it's maybe a sensory overload because that happens.
It's like my brain just couldn't process that the ride is actually done.
Yeah.
We're not going to fuck with you anymore. The ride is officially done. You can now get out of the ride.
Yeah, because... I feel like if you're in a state of like complete shock, you can't feel anything. Like
I literally looked at my cousin and I told her, like, is the ride actually over? And she saw the fear of God in me because I started crying when I told her. Mind you, I'm 15. I'm looking at her crying and saying, "Is the ride over? Please, like, I need you to beg me. Is the ride over?
Because my body.
I want to get out.
Mentally, I'm still there, but
mentally, I'm dead. I've died."
I feel, you know what, it's funny because people often talk about the youth fair and the rides. Bro, the drops, I'm thinking...
The youth fair are more intense than the Tower of Terror.
Oh, it is, but watch this. Here's me thinking...
That's a good little section. You're going to the youth fair top. That's a good section.
Oh, my God. Because it's an amusement park / a theme park, too.
It's also a death trap.
Oh, practically, yes.
You know, they only have like a guy that just goes in, looks to see if it's manageable just for one day, and he never comes back.
Yeah.
Like, they don't check on stability, if it actually can work for an entire week or month. They never check on that shit.
I don't doubt that, but what I'm saying is, I'm thinking, I've done all these close to death drops before. I'm thinking, okay, the mega drop.
Oh, my God.
Mind you, I'm thinking... I'm hard as nerves, like I'm conditioned.
I've been through all the rides. I did Tower of Terror.
I've done Tower of Terror. I've done all these other rides, but like the drop was
Yeah,
like
but the Tower of Terror, you're in a building. This one, you're fucking outside.
You're outside.
Anything can happen.
Now, mind you, how they get you up there is what messes with your head.
Yeah, because you're probably up there for like a good 2 or 3 minutes.
Or seconds.
Sometimes if it's the one ride that I think you're talking about, it's one that you and another person go on. Yep. You're all the way up, and you're stuck there.
Yep.
To wait for the other 2 people to show up, and that's how the ride gets started.
Yep.
And then whoever fucking goes there first, that's the person that's getting out of the fucking ride. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes it's the same fucking people that just got in the ride, and you're gonna be dangling out there for a few minutes. And the shitty thing about it is that you don't know when the fuck you're gonna drop.
Oh no.
Because you don't want to look down and go, oh, I think it's our turn. Oh fuck no.
Yeah, the thing is, if you are scared of heights,
not recommended whatsoever.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Unless you want to get over a fear of heights, then yeah, maybe.
That would never be a fear I would want to get over. Not with that ride.
Well,
hell no.
No. Because for me, it took me. It always felt like seconds went by. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you're at the very top, and I'm sitting like, okay, I can see if I use campus from here, yada yada, and then drop.
You just drop and go, oh shit! So this is where I die.
Yeah, the thing is, when you're descending, I don't know why.
It's the G-force. It's literally lifting you.
The G-force, it feels slower.
Because it's your body and your mind comprehending, oh shit, you're falling.
Yeah. You're falling, but you're not exactly falling.
Yeah, like you know that you're in a chair, you know you're in a seatbelt, you feel safe, even though you're in a ride that literally drops you.
Yeah, so the thing is, I remember this one time that I actually did do the mega drop. And it was like me, someone like a cousin and maybe like a friend that he brought with him or whatever. We're at the very top, and I forgot what he asked me.
That much in shock that you're just like, what the hell did he ask me?
He asked me something, and I wasn't even paying attention to what he said because I'm just like I'm in my own head. I'm like, okay, the distance right there. Next thing I know, dumb. And I'm like, and I just start screaming, fuck.
I can just picture like a family playing darts and they're like, honey, do you hear cursing? Like what? Like someone's actually yelling out, fuck. I don't know where I'm hearing that from though.
Yeah, so we're descending really, really fast, but it felt slow to me.
Oh crap. That's the G-force fucking
The G-force, the amount of force that you end up absorbing in that small period of time, it's so much that you feel like everything is going in slow motion.
Yeah, because it's your body going to fight or flight.
It's fight or flight, and it's crazy because I'm like, that was it.
It's like going to a doctor getting a shot. And you're like, that's it.
Is it?
Like, when are you gonna take the blood out of me?
They're like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, well, that was terrifying.
Well, I've been traumatized, sir.
So, for like 2-3 minutes, I don't feel anything.
Oh no!
I get up off the thing. I try to walk. My legs are literally like the whole, like both legs shaking.
Like vibration shaking.
Vibration.
Oh yeah, that's the aftershock.
Vibration.
Oh yeah.
Shaking. I managed to walk off the ride, but my cousins are looking at me like, dude, you good? I'm like,
no. Yeah,
I'm fine. Like, me not even registering that my body's shaking, that I'm going into, like, shock. And, like, my arms are twitching. Like, my body is literally just twitching. And next thing, and they're like, you sure you got? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. Just give me a minute. Again, my brain not registering what the fuck is happening. So, we go throughout. So, then we go on some of the other roller coasters. And my cousin is like, yo, your legs were shaking. I'm like, really? He goes, you didn't feel that? I'm like, not really. He goes, okay, something's wrong with you. I'm like, hey, was I supposed to feel something? Like, but now, like, the thing is, I recently went to the fair.
Oh.
And, I ended up not going on any of the rides.
Yeah.
I only went there for the food.
Best way to go to the fair, just go to the food. Fuck the rides.
Yeah, because the thing is, if like they had deals.
Oh, okay.
Which is another huge thing with theme parks, the pricing. See, Miami-Dade County's youth fair. I think the first day, if you're an FIU student, you go in for free.
Yeah. Because like it's by the university. So
it's by the university via Modesto campus. Like it's nice, it's big, and the thing is, they got a lot of games. Yo, they gaslight you into playing the carnival games.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking rip-off.
They gaslight the hell out of you, boy. I'm telling you. I won something from there once when I was like maybe 9 or 10. It was like a plush toy or something. It's long gone. We probably threw it away. It's long gone. But they gaslight you, especially if you're like, let's say that you have a girlfriend. Oh God. Let's say that you booed up and you going into the fair or whatever. Yo, some of those vendors know exactly what they're doing.
It's the evil scheme.
I'm telling you, and the way they word it is hilarious from time to time. I can't lie to you. Sometimes it's hilarious. They'll say something like, "Hey, Playboy, you want to get something for your girl?" I'm just like, oh shit, they be gaslighting motherfuckers. Like, oh.
You're like a guy with a red flag going, no,
I'm already broken up. She already spends my money.
No, I'm sorry. So the prize that she gets from me is my wallet.
That's one of them. So I remember, like, I keep walking past. Now, mind you, the one thing you never do at a theme park, you never make direct eye contact with the vendors. No. That is them. That is you literally telling them, "Hey, take my money."
Literally, we all have been trained by this. When you go to a freaking Macy's and the girls want to give you a perfume and ask you to trade, what do? You look down. You don't look at the freaking girl selling you the perfume because she's going to give it to you, spray it in your eye, probably cause blindness. That's what you do when you go to a vendor. You don't look at them in the freaking eye.
You don't. And the thing is, even if you don't, if they spot you,
you're screwed.
You're screwed.
Because they're going to try to piss you off?
Not even piss you off. It's more like they're going to try to gaslight you into playing the game. It's like, hey, buddy, you want something? And, of course, they can't walk up to you. They can't touch you.
Weed. You got any of that? I'll play your game. You got weed?
I mean, of course, they can't walk up to you, touch you, whatever.
Yeah, they can't do that.
They can't do that. They don't. They won't because police officers are everywhere. But it's a thing you learn over time because thankfully I always went with like cousins or whatever. I never went with like a date because I already knew that if I go in there with a date, number one, it's a good date spot. It's a good date night. That's the kind of thing you want to do.
50-50.
Depends on the person.
For me, House of Horror is probably a good idea. I've done it.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely say the pricing. Would I do it again this year? Probably, just because of the houses. I'm not going to do the rides, but the pricing is fucking insane. Pricing is ass.
I've never done Halloween Horror Nights.
What a good fucking topic. What a good way to go into this topic. Because
Dude, I'm telling you, as long I've grown up in Florida my entire life.
My God, man.
I've never been to Halloween Horror Nights.
You are missing out on the craziest universal party of the century.
I've heard good things. That's why I'm just like,
man.
But every time it comes up, I don't have any money to go. Or two, when I did have the money to go, I had to work.
I would say the best way to do it is what I did for Halloween Horror Nights for me was
done it in high school when I had
don't ever go on the 31st or 30th. That is a death sentence.
I figured that.
That is a death sentence apparently.
I figured that because I'm sitting there like, okay, so from September to October, Halloween Horror Nights is open. Yeah. Now, what's interesting is
September, October, and then a little bit of November. Like I think the 1st of November.
To the 1st of November. So my thing is, I had a group of friends invite me to go with them to Halloween Horror Nights. Here was the problem. I was going out of town the following week.
No! You missed out, man. You didn't even have to pay.
No. Oh no, I did. I was in high school at the time. I was in high school at the time, and we had just finished. Like, I remember being in a position to where I'm like, okay, I quite literally don't have the money to go. I'm going out of town next week, so I need to save money. And my friend is like, that's understandable, because honestly, didn't have a job at the time, whatever. So they go, they have a great time. He tells me about, okay, that's cool. Mind you, even when I started working, when I started making my money, I'm like, okay, should I go to Halloween Horror Nights? For some reason, I decided not to. I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. But then I'm like, I actually want to go. We all gotta plan that shit. I'll probably tell Nick, dude, you, me, Kevin, we all gotta plan a day to go, bro. Because I get back, I'm back in America in 2026.
You're gonna miss another 2 years, man.
Bro, I haven't gone in 24, so it's not like.
No, if I had to explain this to you, it's basically first time that I ever went to Halloween Horror Nights. It was the perfect time because one of the haunted houses that I wanted to do was the Universal Monster one. So it was going to be the Wolfman versus Dracula versus the Mummy. So I was like, I'm definitely down to go into that.
Kind of like that board game you had us play at one time.
Essentially.
Okay.
It's a little bit like that one.
Okay.
They also had Michael Myers, Stranger Things. No, not Stranger Things. This was I think 20. This was 20. What year is this? 2024? Yeah. 2024. This was 2022. This was 2022 of Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh.
This one was pretty cool. I think last year's was also pretty good as well because that one had Chucky. That one had Stranger Things.
That one I want to do it. Stranger Things was a good idea to add to Halloween.
That one I wanted to do it last year. I just didn't want to do it because I'm like, nah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like going. But what a letdown I did to myself.
The only Halloween Horror Nights that I've actually been to is the one at Miami International Mall.
Yeah, that one's Miami. That one's haunted. That one's a haunted house.
Right.
House of Horror. I'm sorry, House of Horror.
House of Horrors. Yeah.
I've done that one.
I've done that one.
Oof, that one's. I'll give it to you like that. It's a little bit like Halloween.
Okay.
It's a little bit like Halloween.
Because I went with a friend, right?
Dude, I went by myself.
God damn it.
I got the real balls, bro. They're by myself.
The funny thing is, though, you find some bad bitches.
Dude, I fucking
you do.
The thing is, I had a friend that worked there.
Woo,
she's like, dude, I'm gonna work at one of the houses, and I even told her I will totally be down to do Halloween Horror Nights if they're looking for people. I am totally down to go work for them. I will be down to do one of their houses, and I still probably will.
Hey, that's actually I should. God damn it, I should have thought.
They do it for a little part time if you want. I'll still be able to work in my old job, but I'm just gonna have this a little bit for extra cash.
Yeah, but
the problem is you're gonna be there till probably 1 in the morning.
That's fine. I've done something like that before. But so we go into House of Horrors because he'd never done it. I'd never done it. I had heard about it, and and I said, "Yo, that sounds like fun."
It is. It's expensive as balls, but it's pretty fun.
The day we went, it wasn't that expensive.
Because you guys went on a weekday?
No, weekend.
That's weird. Weekend was
Friday. We went on a Friday.
Friday was also pretty expensive. It was around I think $20. No, I think it was around $34 or 44 or 44.
I think that day they had a deal to where we got in for so I guess we got in for 25. I don't quite remember how we got in for that low of a price, but I just remember
that was probably just a deal.
It was probably a deal they had, but he's not really into horror like that.
Oh no!
So I'm thinking. So I blatantly asked him, I'm like, bro, I know you're not into horror like that. I know you don't necessarily you don't necessarily embrace the horror genre, but you're not completely into it either.
Yeah.
He goes, fair enough, but I've never done this. He says, have you? I'm like, no. So we go through all the haunted houses.
I think there's only like 3. Yeah, there's only 3.
There's only 3.
Yeah.
So instead of him taking the lead, it's me taking the lead.
Dude.
Walking. Mind you, I almost listen, this is just a reflex at this point. I can't tell you how many times I almost swung on one of the actors. Just out of reflex.
Am I the only one that's never swung on one?
No, almost.
Oh, wow.
Almost. Like, okay, I know the point is to scare the living shit out of you. I know that's the point. But mind you, they're coming in from every direction.
Yep.
Behind you. I literally, like, okay, as me and him are walking into one of them, I think one of the things was like a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other one was called, Asylum and Insomnia.
Ooh.
Those 2 are the scariest. I'll be honest with you. Those 2 were...
Trust me, once you do Halloween Horror Nights, that's literally going to be a walk in the park.
Oh.
Because it was for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That shit did not make me flinch.
No, and the thing is, they had another one. It was like that old school mansion thing, right? This is how my friend knew. Was like, this fucker is on demon timing. So there's a part of this haunted house, and we're walking through it. Of course, dude, big mask, like long hair, machete in his hand, walks right past me. I see him.
Yeah, because if you see him, he's not going to do it. They only walk to the people that don't notice.
Yeah, the thing is, my eyes are sharper than people realize.
Oh.
Again,
I'm
not gonna.
Same for me. I could. If you.
I'm not gonna say.
I could probably see you.
I'm not gonna say anything because I want to keep the ambiance. I want to keep. I don't want to throw them off their game. Fair enough, right? So this cracks me. This cracks me every time I think about it. There's a part that's like the bedroom, right? Like the possessed girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Short girl's maybe about my height. Maybe
so she's only like 5 foot.
Maybe 5'3", 5'4", whatever. You know the railing that those old school beds have to where it's like an arc?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's bent over on that. Like,
so this girl has to be a gymnast a little bit.
Practically.
Oh crap.
Mind you, she's screaming.
Well, yeah. Just scare the shit out of you somehow.
No, it didn't scare the shit out of me.
I didn't say you. I mean, like, it has to scare out of you, like, being the people in
Oh,
general.
yeah.
It has to scare out of you as
Yeah, of course. So what?
Oh, God.
This girl, rises.
Oh, no.
Screams, like, get out! I make direct eye contact with this girl and wink at her. She's like, the fuck?
In the end, you scared her.
Bro, some other dude saw that and was like, this motherfucker is on demon timing. I mean, it's like, they're like, did he just
wink at a cast member?
Did he just wink at this girl that was bent over backward? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I winked at her, so what?
And my friend was just like, did you actually just? I'm like, yeah. He goes, why'd you do that? I'm like, you gotta distract yourself somehow.
Yeah, man, I gotta distract her by her not noticing what I would probably do.
If I have to flirt with one of the cast members, I fucking will. Like, bro.
Oh, dude, for me, it was a totally different experience.
Bro,
for me, it was a totally different
that was
experience.
The only time I did that. Only once. It threw her off slightly. She was not. I guarantee you that girl was thinking, there's no way in hell this dude just winked at me after he just saw me bend over backwards, screaming at the top of my lungs to where my tonsils should be sore.
I do this every fucking day.
It's like, there's no way this dude just winked at me and smiled.
I would have definitely been like, hi.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I'm walking out, I keep moving, and my friend is just like, what the fuck just happened? Now, mind you, the other part is what also threw me off too, because like towards the end, of course, You go into this creepy hall,
Yeah.
and it's classical music playing, usually Chopin's Nocturne D minor. It's a if you listen to the piece, it goes good with a horror genre, right? We go into the one for like the hospital, right? In asylum, right?
Yeah.
We're walking through. Now, mind you, it looks like a maze.
Yeah, just like a little walk, just literally an abandoned mall.
Right? So, I'm a little, like, confuzzled throughout the whole thing. So, one of the actors, of course, try scaring the shit out of us.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Someone's got to scare one of you guys.
So, I just stand there for, like, 2 seconds. There's nobody behind us.
So you guys were like the last group.
Not even the last group.
Not like the last group of the day, but I mean like the last group that were able to go in before the other group has to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there for like a flat minute. One of the actors just points that way. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, nice of you, dude.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're walking through, of course, you see like hospital, like the saline packets, whatever, the plasma packets, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a dude sitting on a couch, and there's a TV right there.
What's up? Just looks at you with like a beer in his head. He's going, "Hey man, what's up? You guys got lost too?
I wish.
You guys want to watch the game?
I wish, but it was like a poltergeist, like it was static.
Oh.
So again, I'm thinking we supposed to go. So I see like actors like is playing like a zombie nurse or whatever.
Yeah.
So I literally just end up pointing. I'm like,
which way do I go, bro?
And then she just points. I'm like, and this kind of made me laugh. She kind of just goes.
Yes. Well, yeah, you guys can't see because like we don't have a video, but yeah, Kevin was nodding.
Yeah. So she just nods like, "Yep, go this way." And I'm like,
"I'll be your GPS for today. I'll just tell you, yeah, you gotta turn this way."
Like, okay, the thing. So as we're walking past the TV, of course, dude's gonna jump and be like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Mind you, at this point, I'm not phased anymore. I'm not like, yo,
I've seen some fucked up shit, man. That's not even facing me anymore.
Bro, I'm telling you, by the time I got to like asylum, I'm sitting here like, alright, cool. Hospital thing definitely smelled like a hospital, I'll be honest with you. It smelled like death, if that even makes sense.
Wow.
So again, we go in and then you have the actors that are coming in from like all directions. One of them actually gave me a good scare. I was like,
oh damn!
Like out of all those people in there, like maybe 2 or 3 of them actually got me pretty good.
All right.
The doctor was what got me pretty good.
I don't have COVID, I swear.
No, it's not even that. Right? So there's a long hallway. The lights turn and like lights are flickering on and off. Like
good thing they have a warning that says if you have seizures, please do not do the haunted house.
Yeah, like that was one of the warnings they had.
Yeah, they have to have those, otherwise you guys could sue.
Right. So the thing is, we're walking and it's flickering on, off. I look up.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. My impulsive brain, for whatever reason, was like, yo, look up. I look up. There's a dude hanging right there. Like, actually hanging like this. And he goes, "What's good?" I'm like, what the f-?
I'd be like, nothing, that was good with you. You want some Uber Eats? I'm gonna go outside right now after I just crap my pants.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, it's very disorienting because you're walking down the hallway, the lights are like flickering on, like kind of like in like those like Saw movies like that. So you're walking and it's a long hall, or it looks long to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Top, left, right. I saw the guy on the right.
Oh no.
I didn't see the guy on the left. And mind you, at this point, I didn't swing. I'm just like this. Just waddling along. I see dude to the right. I'm like, all right, it's good. I turn to the left. He's like,
hi.
No, he jumps out of nowhere.
The fuck?
He jumped. The homie is wearing like a mask. I can't see his face. He jumps in front of me. I wasn't paying attention. He jumps right in front of me. I turn around, I'm like, holy shit. And I actually hit like I literally skipped back. And my friend is like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Let's just keep going.
I'm just gonna need some little therapy after this.
Yeah. So after that, we end up going to like the surgery room. Which, if you've ever seen any kind of horror movie, you already know the surgery room is the worst room that they got.
Yeah.
Right? So, of course, you got a zombie doctor. He's coming towards you with his hands behind his back. You don't know what he has behind his back. It's like he could very well have a hammer, a chainsaw,
Yeah,
a
it's
crowbar.
like it's the shock of your imagination taking over what it could be.
Oh yeah. Thing is, I'm thinking he's walking towards my friend who's literally behind me.
Oh no.
He's walking towards me. Now, mind you, I'm walking slow as a turtle, which doesn't help.
It really makes it worse. You should have started speed walking at that point.
Honestly, it was I wanted to get the full experience, so I took my time.
I mean, fair point.
And he starts running.
Oh no.
And then I see a chainsaw.
I would have been like, oh no, nope, thank you, no,
And
no,
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, okay, he's coming after me. So I'm like, oh shit, again, he got me because it was kind of like you're walking towards somebody else, you turn around, you quickly just, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that was House of Horrors. Would I do that again? Yes.
I mean, you freaking better, because if I were to tell you, Nick, and everyone else, hey, we're going to go to House of Horrors, you better freaking tell me, like, yeah, dude, I'm totally down. What day are we going?
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, hey, if I worked there, I could just tell you guys to come visit me. I'll try to scare the shit out of one of you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably get one.
Oh, yeah, of course. And the thing is, with House of Horrors at Miami International,
yeah,
you have the staff walking around, like, in costume, like...
I've seen the experience. Like, I've been there, like, in the morning, because, like, when my friend invited me, she's like, hey, we're gonna open like around like 8
a.m.
No PM.
I'm about to say
for, like the House of Horror, but like you can still like look at the whole festival. I'm like, all right, well, I'm done with work. I'm gonna like go visit because she had off that day to go work at House of Horrors. Like she would come to work with us and then have one day off, and then go work House of Horrors full time in a way.
Right.
Would I want to work there? Yes. Would I want to work there until 1 a.m?
No.
Hell no.
No.
I work the next day. I'm probably going to say I love this idea, but if I didn't have my other job, I'd probably say yes. Okay. But probably not. But the idea is, she comes up, she's like, oh, I'm going to scare you, Jake. I'm going to scare you. I'm like, all right. I look at her dead in the face and say, I've been to Halloween Horror Nights. Let's see if you can. I'm not that easy of a scare. And the thing is, Halloween Horror Nights scared the ever-loving crap out of me in a fun way. Where I was just terrified the whole freaking time and just going, oh crap, oh damn, oh Jesus, hello. And then, because when you go to Halloween Horror Nights, that's one experience.
Yes.
That's not what you're gonna get in House of Horrors.
Of course.
I go to House of Horrors and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna do any of the rides here. I want to do the haunted houses because I want to see which one she's in. I forgot to ask her which house are you in that I can go visit you. I'm like, you know what? I think it's good that I didn't say it. I want to experience all three. I've done the haunted houses. I've done the one from there. I've done another one. I did the Witch's Coven. And, it was scary, but it was really good. Let's see how they do it.
Of course.
And this is coming from someone who loves the idea of Halloween. I love the idea of Halloween Horror Nights.
Because you're a horror movie buff, right?
Hell yes, dude.
Of course.
It's my thing. And, I go into the first room,
Uh-huh.
and I think it was like, I might get it wrong. This was like a while ago. This was like last year. It was like, I think it was a Winter Wonderland one. Yeah, it was like a Winter Wonderland one.
So they're going off of, I guess, like Nordic,
like Christmas type of thing. I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
I go into the first one. I literally just say I forgot to bring in my headphones because I was just gonna have it like this. If I just cancel out the noise, I could still walk. You can still scare me, but like let's see how you do it. I just go with my ears, my hands to my ears, walking around, looking everywhere, and I'm still pretty like amazed. I'm like, wow, like the graph looks really good.
The ambiance is like on point, whatever.
Everyone else is looking at me and going like, I can't scare that dude because he's covered out his ears. I'm like, yeah, I figured out the method. But even if they're trying to scare me, they just look at me, and I'm just like, not flinched or anything. I just look at them like I'm having a nice little walk, like I'm just walking through like a street
park or something.
Like I'm walking through a street celebrating Halloween. They're all trick or treaters. I'm just like walking around going like, all right, nice to see you. Right. Nice costume.
Right.
And I'm just walking away, not phased. And like the people behind me, they're all like jumping and screaming. I'm like looking at them and I'm like, you guys have clearly never been to Halloween Horror Nights because this is nothing.
I mean, listen.
This is nothing.
The whole auditory thing, the sound does get to you. Because
that's why I went with my ears covered.
No, because
I'm like, that's how it gets you.
My thing is, me being a musician, you kind of want to create the horror elements. So, like, the whole purpose of sound is to screw with your head in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, when I went to House of Horrors, like, you see the staff walking around, and, like, there's a guy in, like, a killer clown outfit. There's another dude that has, like, a circus outfit, but, like, something slightly off about it.
Dude, the funny thing is, one of them saw me. And I almost had a full-blown conversation with him for like 2 minutes. Yeah. He's like, wait, so like you're not terrified or anything? I'm like, no, you know what? I actually know one clown that's one of my favorites. His name is, and I did the Pennywise impression to him, and he's just like, oh crap, you played me at my own game. But no, I went to the second one. Then I went to the third one. I finally saw her. She tries to scare the crap out of me, and I'm like looking at her, and I'm laughing at her. I'm like waving at her. Like a freaking like parent waving at their child, like super proud of them, and she's like, what the hell? It's like she takes me with her as like a little joke. I go there one more time because I go to that house at least 3 times I went to it. I went to all 3 again and again and again because I loved it. I loved the experience. I was like, this time we're going to do it without my ears, without my fingers to my ears. I want to actually have the full experience. Now that I've seen like the decoration, now I want the full experience. Now I want to see what happens.
Okay.
What the other thing? Still nothing. I was like walking around going like, is it really Halloween Horror Nights is the one that actually would get me terrified? This is one that I could just walk by myself and just go, oh, nice decorations.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you're trying to scare me. Oh, nice.
Yeah, cool.
Scare the other girl in front of me. I think she's really scared. Like, I would literally give pointers. I literally saw, like, there's like a wedding. There's like
You're like that cozy.
I'm that asshole that would basically tell you scare her instead, dude. You're not going to get anything from me, but scare her. She's unexpected.
Yeah, because I think the other, like, there's an art to being an actor. There's an art to kind of just...
You want to know the plot twist of all this?
You saw everything coming?
Oh, no. Not only that, it was pretty obvious when you see... I love House of Horrors, but Halloween Horror Nights, dude. If you do Halloween Horror Nights first, then House of Horrors, you're basically saying, oh, this is Halloween Horror Nights Junior. Like, this is basically like scary for like a kid, but like a teenager. Full-grown adult, you're looking at this shit and you're like, oh, all right. It's basically Halloween Horror Nights, but Junior. This is like to prepare you for Halloween Horror Nights. They're doing a good job.
It's the foundation.
But Halloween Horror Nights is like a drug. It's like a drink that you're taking. It's like a spicy margarita that you're really taking. You're really enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, in my neighborhood, I used to do haunted houses.
So you already know what.
So I already know the tricks. Because the thing is, I had a friend that used to live in an old neighborhood of mine, and he was an old school friend, and he did like really scary things. One time, my dad rented out a little tarp, and it was a big one. People could go through it and get our houses. My dad started the whole like, I'm gonna stand still like a statue, and then if you come near me, I'm gonna scare the crap out of you. If you want to take a picture, I'll make a little joke like, hey, you want to take a picture? The next year, I joined him, and I was the Grim Reaper, and we both did it. I liked the idea so fucking much that I basically told him, Dad, we gotta make a haunted house. We gotta do it next year. We did it. And I had a few of my school friends, and they were like, hey, after like the bus drops us off, come to my house. I'm gonna paint you guys with makeup, and we're gonna just go crazy. I'll give you guys like your job.
That must have been fun.
Dude, it was I have photos of it. It is the coolest experience. I basically called it the freak show. Essentially, it would be, you would have guys like sharpening out a katana. This dude literally brought in an actual katana.
So, yeah, there was a slight problem with the laptop. It sort of died. So, we didn't finish the rest. So, there will definitely be a part 2 to this. But yeah, there will probably be a part 2 to that little cliffhanger. But, yeah.